We was playing for $2 back then, just to go to the corner store. These kids don't even play for money no more. They don't play for pride. They lack pride. The generation lack pride.
I just want to piggyback off of like, just to say something about Rose and shout him out. Like, it was a time me and my mans B Miles was playing against him and Grizz. I was a young killer coming up. He respected me a lot. He gave me stuff. But I was such a, I was such a nice kid. I didn't have the like, I had it, but it didn't like show all the time. My boy was playing for money, somebody else's money they put up. Rose was known for a good defender and all that. I made a good moves. That nigga patted me on my butt like, yo, you good, that's a good move. That shit changed my whole life right there. I became the killer that I was already supposed to be. And I used to be in kill mode. I was hungry. I loved the game so much. I watched Kobe. But my Kobe, man, that Mamba mentality wasn't activated until I played Rose that day, bro. No funny, it was for money I got to see, and then I got Grizz in front of me. I could do the same thing he told me. I'm cooking them. Respectfully though. Yeah. They beat us, we lost that money, but respectfully, I did what I needed to do, and they can say that today, so.
The thing was, I'm a person that could count dribbles, pay attention to detail. When he was making good shots, at first it was, I'm timing certain stuff. So I'm probably, slowing him up a tad bit, but he adjusted. So if he had to take a pinch over just to get his shot and form together, that's what made it go in. But he adapted. After that game, that's when he became Ivy. That's when, because he became a basketball player.
I just knew I could play with the best of the best, and I played against a crazy defender. I grew up with B, I was comfortable with B. Best defender I'm gonna say I seen. But Rose is ahead of us. Norm was like ahead of us. I seen him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So to actually play against somebody else who I know was like that, that shit, it was just different, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it just was. It made me know I belong.
Eighth grade, I was started practicing with the varsity. Barley moved me up to practice with the varsity. I was only in the 8th grade. I was playing freshman. I was playing freshman in the 8th grade. Barley just seen something in me. He just did. He had me practicing with Keon Mitchum and them. I was only in the 8th grade. This was 05. I got here in 05, 06. This was 06, 07. You get what I'm saying? So this was...
We got here 04, 05.
04, 05. So this was 05, 06. We got here 04, 05. 05, 06, I was in the 8th grade. I got here in the 7th grade. I was part of the first 7th grade class when they first merged middle school with high school.
Again.
Oh. I was a part of that when East first got a middle school. Oh. I played modified that first year. The next year I was playing freshman in the 8th grade. But they had me practicing with the varsity because Barley seen something in me. I was just a dog. You know what I'm saying? I come from, the Fight Village, Clan Ave. That background is a pretty tough area. All we did was go outside with the older kids and play with the older generations. And I got beat up. I got beat up a lot. I got tussled up a lot. They made me into who I am today. You get what I'm saying? Super aggressive, not backing down from nobody. I'm the smallest on the court, but I got the biggest heart on the court. You get what I'm saying? But I came to East with that mentality. Like if I could do that in the projects, I know I could do that here where I don't feel like it's the same level of people because they in the streets. This is school, you know what I'm saying? I don't think these people have the same background agenda as the people that I come from. So I could be myself and be more aggressive with them and see if they can handle the same thing that's being done to me in the projects. They couldn't handle that. So I realized that, and then I had the shark mentality. Once I smell blood, I'm stepping on it. You get what I'm saying? So Barley moved me up, come 9th grade. He put me into the office, and he had that conversation with me, and I never forget it. We talk about it all the time. He just let me know that you're gonna start getting a little bit more publicity. You're gonna start, a lot of girls are going to talk to you a little bit more because you're playing varsity. So he gave me that talk in the 9th grade to, just be able to handle all of that and be okay with that because you have a future ahead of you. So I took that conversation as like, wow, I'm practicing with Keon Mitchum, who I look up to, and the following year I'm playing with Norman Simmons, I'm playing with Ruben Balcom, I'm playing with Bobby Bell, I'm playing with Gerald Brooks, I'm playing with Jasmine Huffman, I'm playing with Eric Holloway. I'm playing with 11th and 12th graders in the 9th grade. And I started my first 6 games on varsity as a 9th grader. So you can only imagine my friends that's are freshmen, how they looked at me. And where I'm at mentally to be with juniors and seniors. I was ahead of my time. So my confidence was through the roof already. It was through the roof, super through the roof. And that's when I realized, like, I got something going here. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I just stepped on that, and it led to a state entrance. The first time East ever went to states, if you want to take a look at that, you know what I'm saying? First time East ever went to states before anybody.
50 years.
I pride myself on that accomplishment because East High never went there, even with Sal Rizzo. You know what I'm saying? A great all-time coach here at East High School, even with the Sal Rizzo, even before Sal. All the way up to Barley. Barley never even went to states. East.
Hold on. Chris, Nate, Keon.
Never went to states.
They lost.
They lost the quarterfinals tonight.
So basically, before we went,
at Buff State.
we was the first team to go in 50 years.
50 years. So I pride myself on that accomplishment. Why not? Why not? Why not? I pride myself on that accomplishment. You get what I'm saying? I pride myself on that accomplishment. And I'm gonna big myself up on that because we was the first team to ever go to Glen Falls.
Charles.
And that's a big accomplishment. Barley like to think we his best team. Talent-wise, we wasn't his best team, but far as making it the furthest, 2009, 2010 was the first to ever take East High to Glen Falls State Civic Center.
We going straight out the projects with it, man. We going Brian Jackson, Nate Brunkfield, Keon Mitchell. Straight out the projects, Van Arker, baby.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. You could tell my demeanor ever since you asked the question. It's so tough for me because it's like you say 3, then it's like what era? I'm not familiar with so many names. I met a lot of older guys who played. I heard about a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm bad with names, but like if I had to go with 3,
If that narrows it down.
if it narrows down, I'm just going with my era. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to give respect to like. And I'm not trying to be biased. I know, I played with him, like Gerald Brooks, truthfully, right? I got to go with Smooth. Man.
Got to.
I got to.
If that
I'm
wasn't
gonna call out Ruben,
Got it.
right? I'm gonna call out Ruben. Rude.
I got to find a
Rude. And then
Crazy.
that's just the older dudes that I seen above me, and I'm gonna have to shout out Bobby Bell. Like those 3, like. I'm not even saying like the toughest I've seen or the top 3 I can say in Section 5. I can't, because I would like to shout out like Kenny Jackson. That's somebody I met who helped me later on when I was in college to even become like, you really fucking got it, bro. Like, you really got it. Like, and that was somebody I learned, like, yo, he had Boeheim coming up here watching him at Carter Street. I played at Carter Street. I hooped at Carter Street. He had Boeheim coming there. So it's like, when I think of all those and all that, it's like, it's tough for me. When I say it, I ain't just saying it. It's really tough for me to say 3 people, but I'd rather go with 3 people from East, 3 people I seen, who I looked up, who I'm gonna say if they compare myself to, like, or wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to shoot that good. I consider myself a shooter. All them I just kind of named, they shoot the ball. They shot the ball. You know, so shout out to all those guys. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it's all East greats. Like, I'm East High pride. You get what I'm saying? So for me, first things first, my role model, I'm gonna be honest, he was somebody I looked up to, Keon Mitchell. Keon Mitchell, that's who I got 22 from. That's a family number of mine. I inherited that number from him. It was passed down from Keon Mitchell. Now remember, I was practicing with them. I used to watch him in school, how he carried himself, the swag, the demeanor, everything. I copied everything. I tried to, make my own off him, along with his number. You get what I'm saying? Before him, everybody that wore 22 at East High were good, even Daryl Barley. You get what I'm saying? So Keon Mitchell was my role model, first and foremost. Second is a kind of sleeper. I have 4, by the way. Second is a kind of sleeper, because again, I practiced with them in 8th grade, so I was able to see them when they played against the Rose and Reeds. You get what I'm saying? I was here. I was there. 04, 05. I was here. Will Jackson. I don't know if y'all know. He's
Slick
from the
Willie
South.
from
He
Plymouth,
was-
baby.
A lot of people don't know.
Slick Willie.
He was like the Jamal Crawford of that 04-05 team. I looked up to him because he was like a tweener, and what tweeners are, you can play the 1 through 3. You're in between.
I heard he locked up too. Like he played both ends of the floor.
He got it done. He was like that, and nobody really. That's a sleeper. That's when I always
sleeper.
looked at
That's
him.
a fact.
Nobody really even think of that. Will Jackson.
I don't know. Big
Sleeper.
Day is the one that said it though too. He
Will
always had
Jackson
that
on
helmet to cut you
15.
off.
Fact.
My third, Gerald Brooks. It's like I played with Gerald Brooks my
Junior.
before that. I remember I played when I was in the 9th grade. When they moved me up to varsity, they moved Gerald Brooks down from varsity to JV. So we swapped. So I went up, he was moved down, and that's where he found his confidence on JV. And he started averaging 40, 45, having 40, 45, 50. He just went start going crazy when they moved him down to JV. And that's when he found himself. Then he came back up to varsity and continued that style of play. You get what I'm saying? You can ask him to this day. So Gerald Brooks, somebody a close friend of mine's. He just was a scoring guru. You couldn't do nothing. He's gonna give you 20 plus in the first quarter in 8 minutes. He's gonna give you 5 threes plus in the first quarter. And he's probably likely gonna end up with a 35 or better.
I mean, we played with him again, like he said. Like he played with him longer. Like if I could just butt in, it's the funniest story to me. Like my highest scoring night not in college,
High school.
in high school, I had 30. You know, like any kid had 30 in a game. You know, y'all like
You're
30's
happy
cool.
about that.
He had 50, bro.
He had 50.
50, bro.
Against Buffalo, was it Buffalo?
Let's think about it. I mean, that sounds crazy. 80 points between two, then you include him, he had like 20 something.
Yeah, like 16, 20, something.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you talking almost
It was crazy.
90, 100 points between
It sounded
three people.
crazy.
It sounds so crazy.
Against Buffalo Bennett.
I had
Against
30. I
Buffalo
look like,
Bennett.
oh, they tell me like, you got 30 tonight. You see the news, bro had 50.
50.
I knew he had more than me and all that. That was kind of fake normal. You know what I'm saying?
50 was crazy.
It's like I can't even celebrate my 30. You got 50.
And not a force 50 like you should.
Yeah.
Like
You gotta be moved.
Yes. We give him
efficient.
the
He
ball.
made. I mean, I can't lie, man. Our junior year, bro, he made shit so easy. If he don't get hurt, we win a state
We
champ.
win states easily.
Easily. He made it that easy. I'm hitting 4 or 5 threes a game, bro. Light. It was light. Appreciate him.
And lastly, my director, Norman Simmons. How can I forget
Shout out
Norman?
Norm.
Leadership, check. Confidence, check. Dog, check. He had it all in him. He was a bully on defense.
Until he seen me. Shout out to Norm, though.
I felt the need. I felt the need to follow his footsteps. Not only because we're from the same projects and I looked up to him, but I seen it done beforehand. I seen what he could do, so I tried it. Like his style of defense, getting up 94 feet, punishing and making it uncomfortable, bullying.
He made you want to play defense,
He
bro.
made you
He played the right way.
uncomfortable.
Play the right way.
And what I seen with his style of play was, if you play bully ball, some people be so uncomfortable that they don't even want to play against you. Like he make it not fun for others. So I figured if I can mix that style with my style, then I know I got the people that's in my generation beat. I know I got them beat. And I took it from him. Took it from his whole defensive style. He mixed with a little bit of mine, but I let him know that. I told him he was a role model of mine. And it worked well. It got me a scholarship. It got me a paid education. And look where I'm at now, serving the purpose to tell my kids, the youth, to make uncomfortable to others so you can get the same achievements.